Imagine a country where you can stand on a volcano, swim with giant manta rays, walk inside ancient temples, and explore a jungle where dragons still exist. Yes, dragons. Welcome to Indonesia, one of the most surprising and powerful countries on Earth. Indonesia is not just one place, it's a whole world made of islands. Over 17,000 islands scattered across the ocean, each with its own culture, language, food, and hidden secrets. This is the land where nature is wild, the history is ancient, and the beauty feels unreal. But Indonesia is not only about beaches and sunsets. It's also one of the most active volcanic zones on the planet, home to deadly earthquakes, mysterious deep oceans, and rare creatures you won't find anywhere else. And here's the craziest part. Indonesia is the world's largest Muslim-majority country, yet it has thousands of religions, cultures, and traditions living together. So if you think you know Indonesia, trust me, you don't. Because today, I'm going to tell you 10 mind-blowing facts about Indonesia that will make you see this country in a completely different way. Let's begin. Fact 1. Indonesia has more than 17,000 islands. Indonesia is not just a country, it's a massive island empire. It has around 17,000 islands, and about 6,000 of them are inhabited by people. That means Indonesia is literally spread across the sea like a giant chain of natural treasures. The biggest islands include Sumatra, Java, Kalimantan, Borneo, Sulawesi, and Papua. Each island has different cultures, different languages, and even different lifestyles. Some islands are so small that only a few families live there. Others are huge and crowded, like Java, which is one of the most populated islands in the world. This is why Indonesia is called the largest archipelago country on Earth. Traveling inside Indonesia feels like traveling to many different countries in one trip. Fact 2. Indonesia is one of the most volcanic countries in the world. If you love adventure, Indonesia is a dream. But if you fear volcanoes, this might scare you. Indonesia sits on the Pacific Ring of Fire, which is the most dangerous earthquake and volcano zone on Earth. The country has more than 130 active volcanoes, which is the highest number in the world. Some of the most famous volcanoes include Mount Merapi, Mount Bromo, and Krakatoa. These volcanoes are not just mountains, they are living natural monsters. Volcanoes in Indonesia have shaped the land, created fertile soil, and even destroyed cities in history. That's why Indonesia is both extremely beautiful and extremely dangerous at the same time. Fact 3. Indonesia is home to real-life dragons. Yes, you heard that right. Indonesia is home to the legendary Komodo dragon, the largest lizard on Earth. These creatures can grow up to 10 feet long and weigh more than 70 kilograms. They have sharp teeth, powerful tails, and a deadly bite. Komodo dragons live mainly on a few islands, including Komodo Island, which is part of Indonesia's national parks. What makes them terrifying is that they are hunters, and they can take down animals much bigger than themselves. Many people call them living dinosaurs, and seeing one in real life feels like stepping into a Jurassic movie. Fact 4. Indonesia is the largest Muslim-majority country. Most people think the biggest Muslim country would be in the Middle East, like Saudi Arabia. But surprise, Indonesia has the largest Muslim population in the world. Over 230 million people live in Indonesia, and the majority are Muslim. But here's what makes Indonesia special. It's also one of the most diverse countries in religion and culture. In Indonesia, you will find Muslims, Christians, Hindus, Buddhists, and local traditional beliefs all living together. The country is famous for its peaceful cultural mix. One perfect example is Bali, which is mostly Hindu, even though the rest of Indonesia is Muslim majority. Fact 5. Bali is one of the most famous islands on Earth. When people hear Indonesia, the first name they think of is Bali. Bali is one of the world's top tourist destinations, known for its beaches, luxury resorts, green rice fields, waterfalls, and spiritual temples. But Bali is not just about vacations. It has a unique culture full of Hindu traditions, festivals, and beautiful dance performances. People come to Bali for surfing, yoga, sunsets, and the relaxing vibe. Some even say Bali feels like a completely different world compared to the rest of Indonesia. That's why Bali is often called the Island of Gods. Fact 6. Jakarta is one of the most crowded cities in the world. Indonesia's capital city Jakarta is huge, busy, and full of life. Jakarta is home to more than 10 million people, and the larger metro area has over 30 million. That makes it one of the biggest urban areas in the world. But Jakarta also has serious problems like traffic and pollution. In fact, it's known for having some of the worst traffic jams on Earth. Because of this, Indonesia is planning something historic. The country is building a new capital city called Nusantara, located in Borneo, to reduce pressure on Jakarta. This is one of the biggest city planning projects happening in the modern world. Fact 7. Indonesia has some of the rarest wildlife on Earth. Indonesia is a paradise for nature lovers because it has some of the rarest animals on the planet. For example, the Sumatran tiger is one of the rarest tiger species left. The orangutan, which is extremely intelligent, lives in Borneo and Sumatra. Indonesia also has the Javan rhinoceros, one of the most endangered animals in the world, with only a few left alive. The country's rainforests are like living museums, full of species that exist nowhere else. But sadly, deforestation and illegal hunting are major threats to these animals. Fact 8. Indonesia has one of the deepest seas and best diving spots. Indonesia is considered one of the best places on Earth for scuba diving. The country is located in the Coral Triangle, which is the richest marine ecosystem in the world. That means Indonesia has more coral and sea life than almost anywhere else. Places like Raja Ampat, Bunikan, and Komodo National Park are famous for crystal clear water, colorful coral reefs, and giant manta rays. Some divers say that Raja Ampat is the most beautiful underwater world on Earth. Indonesia is not just islands, it's a hidden ocean kingdom. Fact 9. Indonesia has one of the largest ancient temples in the world. Indonesia has a deep and powerful history. One of its most famous landmarks is Borobudur Temple, located in Java. It's the largest Buddhist temple in the world and was built in the 9th century. This temple has thousands of stone carvings and hundreds of Buddha statues. It's so huge that from above, it looks like a giant stone mountain. Indonesia also has Prambanan, a stunning Hindu temple complex that shows how rich Indonesia's ancient civilization was. These temples prove that Indonesia was a center of powerful kingdoms long before modern times. Fact 10. Indonesian food is one of the most loved in Asia. If you love spicy and flavorful food, Indonesia is a dream. One of the most famous dishes is nasi goreng, which is Indonesian fried rice. It's considered the national dish of Indonesia. Other popular foods include satay, grilled meat served with peanut sauce, and rendang, a slow-cooked spicy beef dish, which has been ranked as one of the best foods in the world. Indonesian cuisine is rich because the country has many cultures, islands, and traditions, and every region has its own unique taste. In Indonesia, food isn't just food, it's culture. So these were 10 incredible facts about Indonesia, a country that feels like a mix of paradise and mystery. From thousands of islands and deadly volcanoes to ancient temples and real-life dragons, Indonesia is truly one of the most unique places on Earth. And honestly, the more you learn about Indonesia, the more you realize it's not just a travel destination, it's an entire world waiting to be explored. Now tell me in the comments, which Indonesia fact shocked you the most? And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because the next country facts video is going to be even more insane. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.